Hey everyone, it's Will, GamerDad, with another video for you. So in today's video, we're going to take on the fourth and final optional True Raptor or enhanced Raptor fight available in the collab. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I also do have a Patreon account for those who want to support me this way. So this is going to be Xion. And I know that Xion is quite maligned in terms of the 4 units. I haven't actually played around with the other 3 units, and I will work on those sometime as I'm working through content still. So we decided to use the same team as the second and third fight. We're going to set up the same way. Now, Xion Raptor does have a 40 hit shield just like before. This one also is some RNG related because just like most of the Raptors, it does do a triple burst which causes 3 hits on 3 different random members of your team, and if it targets 3 of the same, you will get one-shotted even with shields like Cat Deity Guardian, my triple debuff from Aisha, help protecting our team, and so on and so forth. And we're going to play a very similar strategy to the Colette fight where we're going to wear down the 40 hit shield, keep our AF bar, and use the AF bar to finish off the last phase, being that is the most dangerous. We also do have access to the Banish Grasta, which we're going to be using for this fight as well. And same thing, do not banish right away. You do have to have Water Zone active such that after banish we can cast a triple debuff from Aisha again. So the very first turn after the AF, when they break zones, and all the Raptors do break zones at each HP stopper, then you can re-establish your zone first, do your multi-hits attack to wear it down, and then in the second turn after the HP stopper, you're going to cast Banish, following by your debuff from Aisha, and then whatever shields you need if you want to cast Cat Deity Guardian from Nikoko to help with 35 type and 35 physical. That will help a lot, and of course you can still use Flam to just do the 4 hits, being that she's not really doing anything special at this point. So Xion has a mix of different attacks, some magical, some physical. All of them can inflict status, either pain or poison. In the case of chemical is obviously a poison one. I have everything equipped as Moon Realm gear because defense actually is more important than offense in a lot of these fights, being that the boss still only has a couple 100 million, certainly not the billion type mark which we've seen in some of the other super boss fights. It's the pain and poison where if you don't cure it or your units don't get better on their own, you're going to take a fixed 1500 damage, and in combination with multi-hits or other hits that your enemy can do, you might actually die. So we do still have the fresh heal badge on Aisha to help cure status if necessary. Don't forget that Aisha does have end of turn heal in zone, so that really helps us lighten the heal burden. And if you really need extra healing, you also do have Nikoko. Her cat slap or the cat hook does heal a fixed 3000 in any elemental zone. So we do have a lot of overlap. A lot of newer players or even veteran players do ask me, how do you build teams? And a lot of times I look at the challenge in front of me. I kind of have a pre-determined team. I usually have a zone setter, and other things like that, DPS, supports, and so on and so forth. And I just kind of overlap very unique or important moves as I try the fights, because a lot of times I don't look up any kind of information on the fight. I don't watch any other videos. I want to try it out for myself, kind of experiment and see how it goes. Now, it's not nearly as efficient. I'm not a kind of a low turn clear guy, but we're just experimenting and having some fun. So if you're wondering, this fight took about 45 minutes to RNG it. Remember that I learned a lot from fighting both Lloyd and Colette, and so using the same team and getting more used to it is actually one of the ways I got better as a player as well. So keep that in mind. Now, back to the fight here. I thought that the Neptune would have actually finished the boss, but I miscalculated the last HP stopper, and so you can see I wasted an extra turn here. Note that it broke the zone, and then Aisha actually attacked with her default fire move. And so, unfortunately, Flam has stunned because we used her Neptune after turn 3. But no worry, we do have the fresh heal badge, just like we did on Colette's fight. Now that we've gotten to the last phase, absolutely no problem at all. It does have a 40 hit barrier, but we have a full AF bar, and so, we're going to win out. If you do want to take advantage of things like full HP max Grasta or HP max weapons and stuff like that, just use one of the heal functions that you have, either through, you have Glacial Veil, you can use Cat Hook, you can use anything like that to kind of heal it, and then, so on and so forth. Now, one interesting I should say right here, note that because Neptune stunned Flam, because of the AF finisher usually tying in all the staff users, we didn't get that staff finish from Neptune, from Flam. So I just wanted to illustrate that. That's a little bit interesting in terms of a mechanic, and just a little bit of fun. I apologize ahead of time for using really cheap units, but at the end of the day, you know, we just wanted to beat the content here. I'm sure you can refight this. And then I know there are a lot of different other videos from other content creators. You can certainly see their strategies, probably more straightforward than mine. One thing I will say is because of the kickback mechanic from these fights, units that have kickback resistance such as AS Yifa, or I think AS Sora also has them, those are the only two I know of, really would help you win this fight a lot easier than having the RNG kickback random units and of course status and so forth. Because the longer fights go, the longer or easier the chance you have to get hit. One last thing, Xion does do a dual debuff, and so you definitely do want Altina to have some proficiency debuff Grasta to resist that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.